Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. I'm Georgia and today I'm testing out the Asam Magic Finish makeup. It comes with a cute mirror, which is quite handy. On this, I don't know if they all come with this, whether it was just this one was like a special edition type one or not. And then the actual texture is quite moussey. And then that's kind of what it comes out like. It's meant to be almost like a universal, so it will blend in, like a universal colour. And it just blends into your skin tone there. And as you can see, it does look quite dark. So for me, for pale skin, I just want to see if it will kind of match or not. It does feel quite nice blending in. It feels quite smooth. And it kind of has blended, there's a slight bit of colour there, but it kind of has blended into my skin quite nicely. It doesn't look too dark or too orange or anything, but there is a slight tint there. This is actually my mum's foundation. She got hers from QVC. My mum has got a slightly darker skin tone or slightly different undertone to me, so she can get away with it. I just wanted to see what it'd be like on my pale skin. I am usually the very palest shade or second palest shade in a range of foundations, obviously then depending on the undertone that it has as well, but I do usually have to go for like the palest shade for it to be a good match for me. On the QVC website, this retails for £23 for 30 millilitres of product, and it has got 4 out of 5-star reviews. This mousse foundation works to blend beautifully into most skin tones and has been developed to help conceal redness, dark spots and circles while leaving a matte and refined appearance. Enjoy the gentle texture and fantastic results of this Asam Magic Finish makeup. It doesn't really give much direction on how to put this on, whether it's best to use it with a sponge, with your fingers, with a brush. It just says apply makeup after skincare onto your face until the desired coverage is obtained. So I will see. I think I'm going to go in with my fingers to start off with, and then I'm going to use my brush because I feel like a sponge wouldn't really blend it in as you need it to. It would almost soak the product up or wouldn't mix it into your skin, whereas I feel like this is probably, it needs to do that. There's my brush. I've got my Spectrum B01 brush and they had a little mirror, and I am just going to go, like I say, with my fingers first and just take a bit just to see, because I imagine you really don't need much. And this is obviously it just straight from there onto my face without any blending or anything. You really don't need much, especially for pale skin. You kind of go and add more as you need it. It does feel quite nice and like smooth on my face, almost as if it was like a BB cream or like a primer or something. I wouldn't have really said that it gives too much coverage, which although if you were going for a product like this anyway, you probably weren't expecting it to have much coverage. You'd want kind of like a lighter, softer skin tint to it. Okay, so this is the side I've just done with my fingers, just kind of blending it in there. And this is the side I haven't put anything on it yet. There's not too much colour difference, especially from it being that before onto my skin. It's not too much colour difference, and the colour certainly does like disperse onto your skin. It's not just all going to stay that same colour. I don't know, I wouldn't really say there was any much coverage or anything, or any sort of real like blurring effect of such. It does look nice on my pores, and it does look softer, a bit more smooth, but it might just be more because it has like a slight mattifying effect to it. So it might be more because of that, because this side's matte compared to this side's slightly shiny still in places. Maybe it looks a bit more like softened. I'm just going to go in the other side now. I'm going to put it on my finger first and then use the brush afterwards to blend it out. So just taking a little bit. This isn't really a little bit, but I just want to see what this can do, you know? Whether or not this is something easy enough. I suppose you'd have to put your finger in it or your brush in it, wouldn't you? But whether this is something easy enough that you could just blend without really looking at. Whether it's easy and useful for that too. Like something you could just do quick on the go, and then it looks like you've got a bit of makeup on or a bit of coverage on. Just putting a little bit more on to see whether it helps to cover any redness. I'm not really too red at the moment anyway, but there's a few bits here and there. Okay, so this is the side I've just done with the brush. And this is the side I did my things. I have kind of blended it slightly and gone in over that side too. I don't really know how I feel about it. Like, it doesn't really do anything. It'd be nice as a primer, and they haven't, to be fair, they haven't called it a foundation, they've just called it a makeup. They've called it makeup. So it's not really a foundation. They haven't called it a tint or anything. I guess people can use it as a foundation, and maybe it's been marketed more towards that. But otherwise, I would say it's more of a primer or a base, or just a quick go-to thing to put on your face to kind of just have something on it. But as far as I'm aware, I will double check, but I don't think I have any SPF or anything in it. I can't see a website for them. It's on Amazon, but I can't see a website for them at all. Maybe there'll be something on there that I can read. It says this is your 4-in-1 product: primer, concealer, foundation and powder. Foundation and powder again. This soft melting texture sets makeup wonderfully on your skin, conceals imperfections and redness, and acts as a natural makeup without clogging the pores. Your skin is able to breathe while mattifying with a velvety texture, result in an evenly perfect complexion that radiates. I don't really think it's done that for my skin. Maybe I'm not the target audience for it. Maybe my skin type isn't what works best with it, you know? Because every piece of makeup's gonna be different for everybody, and everybody's skin tone and what they prefer and how much they like putting on, or how much time they've got and everything as well. It's different for everybody. So this might not be for me, but it could be for you, it could be for somebody else, it could be for everybody else. Doesn't necessarily mean because other people really love it and use it that you would get on with it. And it's not the fact that I don't get on with it, it's just that for me it hasn't really given me any difference in my complexion, and I usually like something that is medium to full coverage, or just evens everything out and makes it a good base for me to start doing my makeup on. It does feel nice, and it does look nice overall. Like, it does look smooth, it does look slightly like buffed? I don't know, something along those lines. Yeah, I just want a little bit more coverage, and I know it has been marketed as a foundation, but what is it then for? A primer, I guess? Primer, foundation, concealer and powder all in one. That's what they market as. But anyway, thank you for sitting down and testing this out with me today. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it kind of helped you out with choices with this. I don't know, probably hasn't helped anybody. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. I just dropped it. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, I'll see you again soon. Bye.